recorded an advance to the point of the glacier in 1843. And also on the right side we have other moraines, annual or push moraines, each of which marks a specific stage of the glacier's decline to its present day area. You'll see a small monument on the right that marks where it was in 1890. Growing season, plus they have a cold, constant wind that blows down from the glacier. Known as a katabatic wind, this wind will blow so cold it'll freeze the sap on the leeward side of the tree, preventing branches from growing on that side. Now this is
It's getting down from the bus.
आइस के ऊपर जाता है ना.
So just as I back around here, of course you get a beautiful view of the Athabasca Glacier below us. You'll notice some groups of people. Vehicles were custom built just for this tour. They're all-wheel drive, all 6 wheels powered, yet geared very, very low. There's only 4 forward gears. None of them very fast. Right now we're in the lowest of those gears. And it's also equipped with what's called a transmission lockup. And that engages the engine and the transmission together, helps to further brake the vehicle. No, I still have to use the foot brake a little as we go. The huge tires that we use Goodyear. As you're coming up in the shuttle and the van, you're following that same moraine. Now it continues on our left here, this very high ridge of rock and dirt. There's another lateral moraine on the other side of the glacier on our front right. The surface of the glacier was as high as these moraines, maybe even higher, in the early to middle 1800s. So since then, the glacier's melted down, and as it melts, rock and debris that was once on its surface just dropped off into these huge piles, these moraines. But we're no longer on the moraine, we actually are on the surface of the glacier. But as you can see here, this rock layer at the most about 30 centimeters of rock, about a foot thick. So just give our tires a little bit of a rinse there. But now we're on the bare ice of the glacier. So this is certainly not last winter's snow. I'll explain how this ice forms a little bit later on, but this ice is at least 100 years old. As you get towards the sides and the bottom of the glacier, it can be 500, even as much as 800 years old. Now, as for the size of this glacier, the Athabasca Glacier, again, it begins from the head wall, that really steep part of the glacier at the end of this valley. It's just slightly left of center now, and you'll see that head wall better where we stop. We're just over half a mile in width, and again, the far sides are covered in rock. And where we'll step out onto its surface, that is its deepest point, and there, it's about 300 meters thick, about 1,000 feet thick where we stop. So that's the size flowing off of that one ice field. 8 of those glaciers, very large and known as outlet valley glaciers. The Athabasca that we're on is an example of one of those, an outlet valley glacier. So this is an icer, or a frozen lake. That's of course frozen water. Whereas the ice of a glacier is made from snow, huge quantities of compressed snow. So all the ice that's in this glacier was once snow that sat on top of the Columbia Icefield many decades or even centuries ago. Each year, about 10 meters of snow falls up on the ice field, about 30 feet. Now down on the glacier here, the snow melts off of the surface of the glacier each summer. So there's really no snow down around us into the valley below. The most basic definition of a glacier is moving ice. This ice is all slowly moving downslope, again, under gravity. Now over on our left-hand side and above us are two more independent glaciers, just meaning that they're independent of an ice field. They're not being fed by an ice field. But they have formed in the same manner.
जा नहीं सकता तो। एक मिनट टाइम है ना, बहुत टाइम है।
मैं अभी आइस में बैठी तो निकालो। उधर आइस में बैठी। ये इधर।
हाँ, जा रहे हैं। गिराएगी, उठेगी नहीं फिर।
How come there's dirt? Isn't the dirt? 하냐 잠깐 나봐. 아빠 사진. 여보. 잠깐만. 다리 났어. And I drink water.
जाओ चलो चलो।
The temperatures start to drop, this meltwater will refreeze. The waterfalls, they're just very tiny, but there's waterfalls flowing from the glaciers above us. Those will freeze over even earlier, usually by late August. So September, the water down here starts to freeze, and we start to get more and more snow. And we stay open, well, sometime middle to the end of October, depending on the weather. And typically there's usually a day or two that we just have to cancel the tours, just too poor in visibility. And then in the middle of winter, it can easily get minus 40, even minus 50 degrees here, plus even stronger wind chills. You want to see how fast one of these vehicles can go? Yeah. Top speed. Foot on the floor. And there we are. Wow. Did you feel that acceleration?
Wow.
Did you feel that acceleration?
A little dizzy.
It's about 18 kilometers an hour, about 12 miles an hour, so not built for speed. Now the very highest point of the ice field, we don't see it from here, but the ice field actually goes over the top of the mountain on your left. That mountain is... Now eventually this rock will end up on the valley floor. Again, the glacier scrapes it away from the mountain.
네. 이거 맞대하라. और नाक से भी गिर रहे हैं There's the mouth come. Just go. 이게 오픈도 없다.
चले गए
그렇죠. भागो.
हिंदी सॉन्ग हाँ आपने कभी हिंदी सॉन्ग गाया है
आज मैं आपको एक बात बोल रही हूँ खाना खाने के बाद आंसू सोने नहीं देंगे अब चलो म्यूट पे गाना
डेट में नहीं होगा।
अच्छा आपका हिंदी इतना पावरफुल है ना मैसेज का सही ना आपका हिंदी में इतनी कमांड होगा मैं इसलिए बोल रही हूँ है ना
कन्नड़ा जैसा थोड़ा अगर ना
क्योंकि
लेकिन हमको तो ये नॉलेज लगता है कि आप थोड़ा हिंदी बोल सकते हो हम तो जरा भी कन्नड़ नहीं बोल सकते
करेक्ट
प्लस पॉइंट विद यू
यस यस
मैनेज करती हूँ बस।
ये तो प्लस पॉइंट है हम नहीं बोल सकते
이들이 되나?
कसम यार
Well, this is the main city center.
is what you see, right? This is a totem pole.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಸಿಂಗರ್ಸ್ಗೆ
This is our hotel on the left, but we have to be go around.
उछलेगा तो सब ठंडा हो जाएगा।